Pain and stiffness holding you back? At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're here to help you move forward. Our board-certified rheumatologists and trained nurse practitioners specialize in diagnosing and treating inflammatory arthritis, lupus, osteoporosis, and other autoimmune conditions. With on-site lab testing, digital x-rays, bone density scans, and infusion therapy, we provide comprehensive care all under one roof. Since 2001, we've been committed to personalized, compassionate care for patients across Eastern North Carolina. Take the first step towards better health today. Call Carolina Arthritis Center at 252 321 8474, 252 321 8474, or visit carolina-arthritis.com. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
This week is a big one too. It's the second week of classes here at ECU, and you can still feel the back to school buzz here in Greenville, all over Greenville. And to top it off, it's also Pirates' first home game of the season against Campbell tonight. So lots of energy in the air. Students, families, and the community coming together. We'll talk a little about football later, but we've got some serious conversations lined up today. Yes, we're excited to have a special guest this morning, Cindy Cossor, right? Come on, make some noise for Cindy. Yeah. Yes, Cindy is with the Greenville Museum of Art and is also a Greenville Chamber of Commerce ambassador. She is here to share details about the Fashion on Display fundraiser happening next Friday. Cindy, can you tell us a bit about the Fashion on Display event from the Greenville Museum of Art?
Yes, but first let me start with the Greenville Museum of Art.
Right.
The Greenville Museum of Art is in the most historic building, beautiful, gorgeous building in downtown Greenville,
Yep.
the Fleming House. And when you walk in, you get this most amazing, immersive kind of experience where you get history and culture. And it has such a peaceful, serene atmosphere. But on Thursday, September 11th, that is a Thursday, correct?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
next. Oh, next
This
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
This Thursday,
Yep.
September
Yep.
11th,
Yep.
we will be hosting the Fashion on Display event. Greenville Museum of Art hosts a lot of great events.
Yes,
This happens to be one of my favorites because we get to showcase all the fashion that Greenville has to offer. Wonderful vendors from all over the city show their fashions, and the people that you know, our community members, are actually the runway models. It's
Oh wow,
really
yes.
fantastic.
I can imagine.
And we get to see the types of fashion that they're going to be displaying as far as what's going to be hot or trendy for the season. And we all come together in unison. It's a great community experience. Tickets are still available, and you can get them at the
GMOA.
OA. Go ahead.
Oh, right.
.org, yes,
Yes.
gmoa.org.
So, what do people expect? I mean, I think I've heard a lot about what you do in the community. How important is it that people come out to, support the community, support the culture, support the arts too?
Yes. Well, the Greenville Museum of Art is a is an amazing piece of history and gives us a cultural experience. In today's world, where everything is so disconnected.
Right.
You have AI, you have Netflix, you have instant this and instant that. The Greenville Museum of Art brings our community together. And when you patronize it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get.
When you become a patron of the arts and you walk into the building, you don't have to worry about how you dress or how you look.
Right.
You just walk in and experience it. We have artists from our local community who are actually award-winning national
Oh, wow.
artists,
Wow.
which is pretty incredible in itself.
Right.
And it also brings traffic to the rest of the community
Right.
as far as,
Yeah, Cindy, we'll have to go on a quick break right
Okay.
now, and then we'll continue after the
I
break.
am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Killer Thigpen's mother from Awesome Radio.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialists who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center.
Where your journey to health begins.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're still tuned on to Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. This is the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Greenville, Pitt County, Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. And just before we went on that quick break, we were talking to the amazing Cindy Kosso. Yes, she's here representing the Greenville Museum of Art for the upcoming incredible fashion on display event happening next Thursday, right?
yes,
Yes, next
well,
Thursday.
this
Oh,
coming
this coming Thursday.
September 11th.
Yes, September 11th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. right at the Greenview Museum of Art, 802 South Evans Street. Yes, how can people support the museum and the fashion on display events quickly?
Well, for right now, sponsorships are closed,
Oh,
but
okay.
you can think about that for next year.
Okay.
For this year, please buy a ticket. Bring your girlfriends or
Yeah.
your husband, your spouse, your
Victor.
significant other. It's a fun event for everyone. The Greenville Museum of Art is really supports our community with supporting kids events for families, retirees, couples, singles. There's so many events throughout the year, but fashion on display is one of our biggest. And please purchase your ticket because as I always attend, it is always standing room only most
Oh
of the
wow,
time.
yeah, you've had it here first. It's going to be an amazing community gathering this coming Thursday at the Greenville Museum of Arts fashion on display events. Thank you so much, Cindy,
Thank
for
you for
joining us. We'll
having
be
me.
talking about the show some too. We'll be talking about the event as we get on the show. Come on, one time for Cindy. Thank you so much for joining us, Cindy.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank
you
you.
have a blessed day, Cindy.
You as well.
Thank you. Yes, guys. Yes, we didn't forget. It's time for our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. AY, what do we have?
Okay, the first news we have this morning is Pitt County urges residents to prepare for emergency during National Preparedness Month.
Yes, Pitt County is marking September as National Preparedness Month and urging families, schools, and businesses to update emergency plans and supply kits. Officials say plans should include where to meet, how to communicate, evacuation routes, caring for pets and how employers will notify staff after an emergency. Residents are encouraged to enroll in HyperReach for false alerts. Text or call alert to 252-347-0170 to sign up. Keep a basic kit with water, 1 gallon per person per day, non-perishable food, radio, flashlight, batteries, first aid, meds, copies of key documents, cash, and pet supplies. Follow at Pitt County NC on Facebook for weekly tips and learn more at pittcountync.gov. Yes, that's the National Preparedness Month. You know, we're in hurricane season.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting too. You know, when you hear things like this, you know, have like an emergency plan and supply kits and all that, people think, oh, what are the odds, right? You know, it's like when you get on a plane and you know the air hostess starts talking about emergency in the case of an emergency, and people don't think it's required, but then there is always that off chance of actually needing it. So it's better to have it and not need it, right? Yes. What do we
The plane situation.
Yes.
It's a crazy reference, but
Yeah.
anyways, it makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
We also have City of Greenville launches new shuttle service to help Dickinson Avenue business during construction.
Yes, to help shoppers and diners reach businesses around ongoing roadwork. The city of Greenville is piloting a free shuttle linking downtown to the Dickinson Avenue district. The loop runs every 10 minutes, 5 to 10 p.m., Thursday through Saturday, which stops at the 4th Street parking garage, 5 Points Plaza, Dickinson and Knight, and Dickinson and Pitt. City leaders say the goal is simple: park once, skip the detours, and keep supporting local sports. The pilot runs through September, including, you know, the Free Boot Friday that just happened last night, and First Friday at Work nights, which happened last night also, before the city evaluates what's next. So don't forget, if you want to shop downtown, there is now a free shuttle linking downtown to the Dickinson Avenue district. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes,
So
it is.
we look forward to
Let me
that.
see how you pronounce this third one.
Okay, Emerge Gallery celebrates the 25th anniversary of its squares show, drawing artists from across the country.
Yes, a Mad Gallery and Art Center's Shua Show returns for its 25th year. That's actually, how do you pronounce SCHWA?
I think Square.
Square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Square, okay.
Square.
Yes,
Square.
interesting.
then-
A Mad Gallery and Art Center Square Show returns for its 25th year, drawing national attention with 43 works by 40 artists from 16 states. Expect a mix of painting, textiles, ceramics, mixed media, even cast bronze, selected by juror Katia Hutchinson of ECU School of Art and Design. The opening reception happened yesterday during the first Friday artwork at 404 Evans Street. The exhibit at the Mad Gallery, an art center, runs through September the 25th in the Don Edwards and Harvey Wooten galleries. Gallery hours at the Mad Gallery is Monday and Friday from 9 to 4. Tuesdays to Thursdays from 9 to 9, that's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can find more details at imagegallery.com. Yes.
Yeah, we also have community forums set for Pitt County municipal elections starting September 30th.
Yes, Awesome Radio Network and GPAT TV 23 will host 6 municipal candidate forums across Pitt County from September 30th to October 10. Each night starts with a 6:30 p.m. meet and greet, followed by candidate introductions and a moderated Q&A where the audience can submit questions. Forums will be live streamed on GPAT TV 23 and Awesome Radio social channels and replayed on Sudden Link Channel 23 through November 4th, Election Day. Submit questions to admin at awesomeradionetwork.org. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine, or you can volunteer by calling 252-756-3137. Yes, be informed. It's election season. Yes, the last one.
Yes, last news I have here says Pitt County schools report high graduation rates and strong academic growth for the 2024-2025 year.
Yes, Pitt County schools report academic momentum from 2024 to 2025. Nearly 90% of schools met or exceeded growth, 32 of 36, and the district's graduation rate rose to 85.5%, up from 83.9%. Two schools earned A grades, six earned B, and most others were C with no F grades for the second straight year. Math proficiency exceeded the state average at most grade levels. Science saw gains with new tests and reading improved, though still trails the state in many grades. District leaders credit teachers, school staff, and families and continue to call for an accountability model that weighs student growth more heavily than test snapshots. Yes, education is absolutely important, and shout out to the Pitt County schools for the work they do, guys. Yes, let's see if we have just enough time to get into the topic of today before we have to go on a break. Yes, guys, our topic today is council culture versus accountability. Where do we draw the line? You know, guys, council culture is one of those buzzwords that's everywhere, from Hollywood right to here in our schools and neighborhoods. So today we are asking, is it about silencing people or is it really about holding folks accountable for their action? And bigger still, can people bounce back after being cancelled? Yes, we talk about what cancel culture means and what being cancelled means, because even with me, it still sounds like these big buzzwords that you can't pin down its exact meaning or could mean different things too. Yes, we want to hear what you think. So our phone lines are open. It's 252-756-2008 to join the conversation. 252-756-2008 to join the conversation. Yes, but you won't be able to get us now because we have to go on a break and we'll be back. We're still live on Awesome Radio Network and it's still Pitt Perspectives. Don't touch the dial. Boom.
Hello, my name is Dr. Wiley Nifong. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
There will be a series of Pitt County Municipal Candidate Forums beginning September 30th to October 10th for Ayden, Grifton, Farmville, Fountain, Winterville, Bethel, Grimesland, and Greenville. The full schedule is on our website, awesomeradionetwork.org. Click on the WECU logo. You will also see a link to a candidate's question form where you can write in questions to the candidates and our moderators will read them for you. You can even be anonymous. For more information, reach us at 252-756-3137. We look forward to your presence at these Pitt County Municipal Candidate Forums for Ayden, Grifton, Farmville, Fountain, Winterville, Bethel, Grimesland, and Greenville, September 30th through October 10th. See the full schedule, dates, times, and locations on our website, awesomeradionetwork.org. Click on the WECU logo. We can be reached at 252-756-3137.
Yes. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you mistakenly, went to the frequency and you're wondering what's happening, yes, you're tuned live to Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. Pitt Perspectives is the show, the community forum where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community right here in the heart of Greenville, Pitt County, Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. Yes, today we're talking about cancel culture versus accountability. So, yes, no better place to start than from the man himself, upcoming pastor AY Odunaike, all the way from Nigeria. Yes, Pastor AY, tell us what's council
You have to
culture
wait
and
for
then,
Pastor AY because I'm sure you're not referring to me.
bro, are you denying your faith?
Oga, Let's. I got AY blushing.
Yes, tell us. You know, we are talking about cancel culture and what it actually means. You know, so can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes. So, for the most part, cancel culture is a situation where like a public outcry in a way to ostracize somebody or to dissociate from someone,
Patrick is not used to big
right?
English. Say
To like
ostracize.
dissociate from a person or a group in a sense.
Right.
And it's usually I mean, we're going to get into the details of it very shortly, but like in the simplest of ways to just express it, I would feel like that's my definition. It's like I don't want let me use the word mob action of some sort, where people just in a group say this person or this group or this entity we want to dissociate from, we want to pull away from, one.
Like I think it's in the word cancel. You want to cancel someone, right? It's interesting. So for me, I think there's a difference between accountability, which means owning up to your mistakes and not just owning up to it and facing the consequences, because that's also the other side of the coin, and what people call cancel culture. Because in cancel culture, one mistake can erase like your entire thing. I think who is the closest person that's been cancelled, sort of? I'm thinking,
I don't want to get into
no. I mean, come on, we brought it. Let's talk about it. I mean, I'm thinking about instances. The closest thing that comes to mind, but I don't know if that will count as canceling, is Will Smith. You know, the Oscars when he slapped what's his name?
Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock. And I think he was.
Oh, was he cancelled for that?
Yeah, I think he was.
I don't
He
know.
was
Not
banned
really.
from
He was
the
just banned
Oscars.
from the Oscars, I think, for
but
10
that's
years or
also
something.
canceling, though.
Well,
You know?
I wouldn't say that's canceling, because from like my own understanding though of what canceling is, it's more
Totally,
like more
total.
like a. So for example, if someone was banned from say Oscars, for example, I wouldn't say cancel, because
So if it doesn't
involve a
get any
public-
role,
okay,
you know, and then you have to also understand that even that, so there was a lot of public backlash because he was on
well,
live
if
TV.
he doesn't
if you
get
remember.
any role,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be sure that I'm getting these words
Yeah.
correctly. I'll see that as maybe a blacklist,
Okay,
kind
or
of
black ball or something.
Yes,
that could
But-
also be a
But
kind
I
of
feel like cancel
cancelling,
culture
though.
has to do with the public.
Okay, I
Like-
see.
Do you understand? If
Right,
it's
right, right.
institution, for example, if the Oscars themselves are saying we don't want you on our show, I won't say that's cancel. That's more like they're blacklisting him from in that organization or from that group. But I'm saying when the public come together and say, oh, this person, we don't like this person, we don't want this person has done this, and we cancel this person, we don't want to associate with this person.
Right.
It comes with a lot of public backlash.
Right.
So
Right.
that's like the way I see it, though.
That's interesting. Yes. I mean, hey, you can still call us and share what you think. Do you think cancel culture has gone too far? Should someone's past mistakes define them forever? And have you seen a case where counseling someone, created more harm than good?
I think
that's our
close
questions,
example of counseling that comes to mind is Mason Greenwood.
Who?
Mason Greenwood.
Okay, Mason Greenwood.
Yes,
if you
that's
don't know,
that's- that's
explain who
that's
Mason
that's
Greenwood
counseling.
is.
So Mason Greenwood is a soccer player. Is
From a dying team called Manchester United.
Are we going on a break now?
Yeah.
He's not even. He plays at Olympic Marseille. So he's not
Marseille
even a
now?
Manchester United.
But that's the origin of the whole counseling, though.
Yes. He
Yes.
was a Manchester United player at the time, and he was reported to have abused his partner.
Right.
And then there was a lot of course,
Backlash.
that's already a criminal case of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that? But beyond, going to court and all of that, there was counseling from the public,
Mm-hmm.
such that even when the court case was done, the charges were withdrawn, everything was dropped, and it was seen to have been, acquitted of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
in the face of the law, because the charges were dropped and nothing was, do you understand? And of course, he even got married to her. They even have a child now.
Oh,
but
wow.
yes, they actually do.
The same
The
lady?
same, yeah, the same
Oh,
lady. They got
that's
married, they have a
interesting.
child now, and they are living their life in
Their
France.
best life.
Yeah, do you understand? But the public is still, holding that against him, like everywhere. If anything comes up about him online, people will come and say different things about him. So that's canceling.
Right.
That's like actual canceling.
Right, right.
So regardless of whether he's married to the girl now or the case has been dropped or
Right.
charges have been dropped,
Right.
it's still cancelled
Right.
regardless. So
Right.
yeah, that's
Right.
like a
So
proper case of
I was
cancelling.
gonna say something, but I think we should give the resident Gen Z in the house the opportunity to express himself. Yes, 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the Patrick.
Wait, that's true. He has not done that today.
I did my
didn't.
introduction.
Oh, you
bro.
did?
Yes.
You didn't do one
You
to the
didn't
two
do
to
it.
the three.
Yes.
I
Did
didn't
not.
greet all the 7 continents.
Yes, I
Yes.
didn't read. That's what I didn't do. I didn't
So
read
half
all
of
the
That's
seven
why they are not
continents.
He's
listening
half
to us
asleep.
this morning.
Yeah, but anyways, Vic and I are half asleep, as you said. But that's not the point of the whole thing. I think cancel culture is, a community's way of keeping people that have fame or people that have a voice, people that have a platform in check, right?
Okay.
That's what cancel culture basically is. And then when it comes to when it turns to people just like abusing the people long term because they did something, that then becomes mob justice, but
Okay.
online in a sense.
Oh, we have
We have
a
a call
call
on-
Okay.
already.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Good morning. You're tuned into Awesome Radio. This is Pete Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning. This is Onyemayo.
Oh yeah. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm alright, bro. And you?
Well, I'm surviving this too, for sure.
The
Yes.
two, right?
Yes, I'm surviving the 2 pastors. Yes, it's good to hear from you. How are you feeling this morning?
Yes. Well, I feel awesome. Just coming out from gym right now. So
Yeah.
I find it necessary to put up a call.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, this morning it's a very interesting kind of, iffy topic. We're talking about cancel culture. We're talking about canceling someone, when someone makes a mistake and people sort of, throw them out under the bus and leave them under the bus forever. So we are asking, do you think, canceling people, the cancel culture has gone too far, or should someone's past mistake define them forever? So what do you have to say about that? Any of that?
All right. Before I go ahead, I want to first of all apologize to Patrick because he was about saying something before my call came in.
Oh yeah,
Patrick,
you're
my
fine. You're
apologies.
fine. Thank you. On the mayor for president. This is an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Bro, no apologies for Patrick.
All right. I have just you asked like 2 questions, but I just want to answer one. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Your past depends. It depends because if you are a woman,
Mm-hmm.
there is a kind of attitude or character or behavior or life which we have lived before
Wow.
that we cannot condone. Understand?
Right.
Say for example, you as my friend and as a brother,
Yes.
you want to get married to one girl like that.
Right.
Understand? Because I know you are super single, right? But I don't know if you are certain or not.
I'm speechless. Go ahead.
If that girl is like a person that is wayward,
Yeah, Onyemayo,
that doesn't
just
live-
hold on to the thoughts.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after the break. We want to give you enough time to
All
talk.
right.
Yeah.
I am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Killer Thickpin's mother from Awesome Radio.
Hello, everyone. This is Lanika B of Lanika B Enterprise, and I want to let you know about our first annual scholarship opportunity. This scholarship is provided for those who are survivors of domestic violence or children of those who have experienced domestic violence. Our scholarship is entitled the Survivors Empowerment Scholarship, and the application deadline for it is September 20th. This application can be found on our website at lanikabeenterprise.com. The banquet for the scholarship will be held on October 25th at First Class Bistro. And for more information on ways to be able to not only support but attend the banquet, you can also go to lanikabenterprise.com. We want to make sure that we are sending the message that domestic violence doesn't stop your future, and we want to offer the opportunity for other people to be able to pour in and be able to support those who've experienced this. Again, you can find more information on how to support this cause at lanikabenterprise.com. You can also call us at 252-493-6300. Again, that's 252-493-6300. Or you can email us at connect.lbenterprise@gmail.com. Again, that's connect.lbenterprise@gmail.com. Hope to see you there.
Yes. I believe we still have someone on the line. Onyemayo, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Let's get right into it. You are saying something. If, say, Pastor Iwa wants to marry a girl or somebody, or Patrick.
No, we're talking about Victor, actually, in case you forgot.
So if Victor really wants to marry a particular girl,
Yes, continue, please.
which past is not good. Maybe she's living a wayward life, living a life of a prostitute, living an alcoholic life, and not just living a godly life, not just being careful with her life.
Like Victor, yes.
If I know that kind of person, I'll tell you, bro, please avoid this girl. Understand?
Right.
Because their is avoidable.
Right.
Because I believe that everybody in life, we are all trying to live a transparent life and a life that pleases God. And if a particular girl that I know that all life she has not living uprightly.
Right.
She has been kept with her life and with the way she lives in the society. I'm gonna cancel her with I will pass and I will even cancel her to get close to somebody that I know. That is me. So that's why I said it depends.
Oh,
understand?
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if I get, go ahead.
And there are some other words, other characters, other attitudes that somebody will not cancel because we are human and we are bound to make mistakes. Understand?
Right. But
you see this kind of wayward life, I disagree with that. I'm going to cancel the person for life.
that's interesting. So if I hear you correctly, you're saying some mistakes are forever mistakes. There's no getting back from them, while some others...
Not at all, because if you get to your house, she will keep on living that kind of life, because it has been in her blood and in her system, which she cannot live without. Yeah, sure.
That is interesting. Interesting. Wow. Yes, guys, you've had it. Onyemayo said, some mistakes are cancelable for life, and then some others are not. So
are not.
Yes, that's interesting to hear, guys. Yes, thank you, Onyemayo, for always calling in and sharing your emotional, being very honest and upfront and unfiltered on the show. Yes, I'm sure some people are listening.
And thank you for looking out for Victor's marital destiny.
It's good to have such friends around him.
Thank you. You are a great man.
I'm going to cancel the two of you. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day, Onyemayo. One time for Onyemayo.
You too.
All right, man.
Have a nice time.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, man.
Yeah, you see how you are grinning like a fish, Patrick, because they are coming at me. Yes, guys, that's a very...
I don't think he was coming at you. I think he was,
saying
he would help you. Yeah, he was saying he would help you. He said if somebody is, being promiscuous, yes, and he said you're super single. According to him, I'm quoting him. He said hopefully you're super single, as it seems, and
allegedly. Bro, let's not get into all that. You're talking about cancel culture versus accountability. Where do we draw the line? And guys, if you're listening and you need to adopt two really grown big back, one is a self-proclaimed big back.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's
But
go
anyways,
into that.
getting
Yes,
back
let's get
to
back to it.
Yeah.
cancel culture.
Correct.
Like I was so I mean, Patrick was actually saying something. Maybe I should let you finish.
Yeah, I was saying
before
that
the call came in.
cancel culture, from what I understand, is people that have fame or have a platform online, they have like a social presence, and the community just tries to keep them in check by canceling them if they do things that the community thinks they don't deserve that platform anymore because of their actions.
Okay.
And then that turns into mob justice when they continue to abuse them after, like the example you gave of the footballer who had this issue with his relationship, resolved that, even got married, but then people still drag him for that, you
But
know.
That's
So
the point of cancel culture, though.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
yes, kind of, but that turns into mob justice as opposed to
Right.
the whole goal of them is to take away the platform from him. So if you take away the platform, why are you still going after the guy? He does not have the platform anymore. You get, like,
Right.
it's not supposed to be like that.
And just to go ahead.
And for my South Africans out there, I think you guys really get this because there's like a big scandal going on right now.
Oh yeah.
And we have like 5 influencers, one with 2.8 million followers and another one with about 800,000 followers and the other like 2.1 million followers, and they're all getting cancelled. Like there's a whole list of people that are getting cancelled because they got this brand deal, and it was some trip, like some exotic trip to Russia, and they were looking for the brand itself was looking for like young females to they were advertising schools and like just different things, and then living this lavish lifestyle. And turns out it was an upfront for a whole different thing. Like the girls were not going there for schooling or anything. It was like something beyond, like, negative
Trafficking.
thing. Yeah, trafficking or some sort. I don't know the exact things, but so the guys are getting cancelled, and most of them have been crying and
Oh, yeah?
on social media because they're claiming they don't have platforms anymore and people won't even listen to them. And yes, I saw one of them. She restarted her TikTok and I think she's at 80,000 followers now in a span of 3 days. That's very impressive, right? And that also told me something about cancel culture. While cancel culture is effective, your image still matters.
Right.
You still
Right.
have people
Right.
that support people that may have been cancelled because there's always two sides to a story.
Right.
And so,
That's
yeah.
interesting. Yes, just in case you're listening, that was the voice of our resident Gen Z TikToker in the house and an upcoming pastor from South Africa.
So
Yes, before you
yeah.
start off on that. I wanted to bring it local. So when we talk about cancel culture, it feels like it's mostly celebrities or online and all. Even in our local communities, brands and people can get cancelled.
Yes.
So, for instance, on this group, Word of Mouth Greenville. That's where you get the tea on Greenville and all, where someone can do like a bad review of, say, a restaurant or someone or a business place, and before you know it, because humans are humans, people take it, and before you know it, that business starts losing people, and then by the time you hear people talking about that, everybody now starts sharing their bad experience with the place. Before you know it, the place gets cancelled. So cancel culture is not just I guess
Concept, yeah.
yeah, it's not just about big brands, even though that's mostly what it's about. Even in our local communities, even in school too, in some places students can get cancelled for stuff.
And come to think of it, I feel like cancel culture always existed, except it was different terms.
Right.
If y'all remember, I forgot what Olympics were boycotted. Do y'all remember? There was some sort of Olympics that were boycotted.
Oh,
So
yeah?
boycotting was a thing before cancel culture.
Yeah, I think that's cancel culture is a form of boycotting.
Exactly, that's what I'm
actually.
saying.
I see
So
what you
cancel
mean.
culture has always been around,
but
but
I
just
think social
different
media
terms.
is the big one.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're listening to us, we still want to hear from you. Is cancel culture about silencing people, or is it really about holding folks accountable for their actions? And bigger still, can people bounce back after being cancelled? We want to hear from you. So you can call us at 252-756-2008 to join the conversation we had from Onyemayo earlier on, talking about how he'll be looking out for Patrick and AY when they want to get
He
married,
did say that.
you
He
know,
was
and all
talking
that.
about Victor.
Victor,
Why are
yes.
you?
He
why
was
are
talking
you
about
like
Victor
this?
and his
You're lying
relationship
on
status.
national radio. I don't understand. Just continue.
You guys are out for me
Because
today.
like nobody even talked about it. You brought it up. Like, why are
Yes.
you lying?
Yes. If people
But
are
anyways,
out
we are
for
still on the topic cancel culture. So I was going to talk about I mean, you were asking a question about if it is just about silencing people or
Yeah.
accountability
Yeah,
versus.
yeah.
So I mean, there are always two sides to a story, like
Mhm.
Patrick rightly said. And in a case where cancel culture could have its maybe good side, which I mean, I'm not leaning more to that side though, but I just want to put it out there. Is where people think about the consequences of their actions before
Okay.
they do it. For example, since I mean, I'm sure that before any footballer would think of abusing their partner, they will now think twice,
That's not entirely true.
right? Because it is actually
So do
because
you think, okay, think
you
about
know
since then, do you think there hasn't been a case of maybe, sexual assault or
we've not heard
harassment?
any.
You've not?
Honestly, we've not heard of any since then. Because
Okay.
I mean, everybody's. I feel like
I'm
when
trying to
when you
think,
when
but go
you
ahead.
know that there is going to be public backlash, if you do something, you have to think twice before doing it. Because if you then go ahead and still do something silly, you know that, well, it's on you then.
Well,
Because there is like people will hold you accountable for your actions, right? That's
Okay.
the accountability part. I'm leaning more towards the other side, which is, personally, I feel like, yes, cancel culture goes too far a lot of times, right? But I just want to, like, first of all, touch on the maybe a little bright side of it, in the sense that you have to think as especially as a public figure, not even just public figures alone,
Right.
but especially as a public figure. Before you do anything, you know that eyes are on you. You have to be extra careful.
Yeah.
You don't want to go and do something silly that ruins your entire career. There was another case of a footballer who, I don't know if you remember, Kozuma.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Kick the cat.
Yeah, and
He's
it
a
was
useless person.
it was probably in just a moment of carelessness. Honestly,
Right.
I did not. What I watched the video, I didn't think he was trying to deliberately harm the cats, like the cats at,
It needs to
at
be
the point,
cancelled.
right? But it was just a moment of carelessness, honestly,
Right,
and
right.
it became a big thing. It blew up so much, and it was cancelled, and a lot of things going on. I'm sure next time people who own pets now, whether you're a footballer or not, you are going to be extra careful.
Yeah, I think the
The
count
way
was
you-
taken away from
the way you
me and
do you
all that.
understand before
Yeah, it
the way
was-
you will treat your pets, you have to be extra careful now, because anything can come out. Like, if you make a mistake and you treat the pets anyhow, it could lead to losing your entire
Right. I see what you
career
mean.
and
I
all.
see what you mean, but I think that's also making it seem like sometimes it's logical. I mean, if everyone thought like that, there won't be slip ups and stuff. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans, But that's
Yes.
not a justification for bad behavior or
Do you
anything.
understand? So
But I'm also speaking to the fact that at the end of the day, we're humans, and I mean, being public or being, a public figure, like you said, or something, it's enough pressure on its own, that sometimes, and then in those moments where people do something, not to justify it, but I can see how, I mean, humans are fallible, even though, because people are in the public face or in the public eye, some of their shortcomings gets, blown out of proportion, or gets to, big, more people and all that. So yes, I'm not justifying bad behavior though, so, but yes, accountability is one thing,
yeah.
facing consequences is one thing, but then I also think sometimes people, let's see, sometimes people take advantage of, I guess, speaking to, if it's gone too far, people take advantage of something like that, like you said, mob action. We see this in football, in soccer all the time, when maybe a player loses a penalty or doesn't play well at a game or something, they get, I mean, enormous abuse. I mean, so much so that sometimes the player has to maybe turn off their social media or something. We've had people, instigate others to report a page or something and have someone's social media taken down.
Yeah.
Not because they did something, entirely wrong, but maybe because someone doesn't like them or someone holds a different opinion from them. They sort of instigate this collective mob action against them.
So that's
you know.
that's the bad side of cancel culture. I can liken it to jungle justice, Now, for every
Which one is jungle justice?
you don't know
what
jungle
jungle
justice.
justice
I
is?
have no idea what that
Really?
is.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
So
Okay.
that's a
Do you
very
want to
no,
explain?
go ahead.
Jungle
It's
justice is when somebody is caught, maybe or perceived to be caught in a crime,
caught in
and
a
then
crime. Yeah.
instead of taking the person maybe to the
Law
police or law
enforcement.
enforcement to address the
So
situation,
mob justice.
people,
Yes.
yes, that's what they call.
So it's
jungle.
another term for mob justice.
yeah.
Oh, you guys
Yes.
call it mob justice. Okay, we call it
Yes.
jungle justice.
We call,
Yeah.
So like
So
we call it a
the
different
public
name.
public
The
do
conduct,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
like on
I
the
know.
spot.
I
yeah.
know. There's a case in Kenya where it was circulating social media where this guy, I think he was caught stealing or something, and he was arrested. But the community paid his fine so he could be released to them. And
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
So they
insane.
can
Yes.
jungle
Like I
justice
do.
him.
But anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying about the bad side of it is the fact that for every crime or for every offense, there is legal proceedings that should go on. There is law
Yeah.
enforcement,
Right.
which have been, these things have been set in place by the government to make sure
Right.
that human behaviors are
Regulated.
right?
Unfortunately.
Do you understand? Which I think is a great thing, because if you take that thing out, then we are living in anarchy, literally. Like everybody will just
Anarchy is good sometimes.
no,
but
it's
go
it's
ahead.
never
Huh?
good. It's never good.
Please, Vic, enunciate
So-
what you said.
So
Anarchy is what?
let me just get back to what I was saying. So that's been set
Trying
in
to get me
place
cancelled.
by
You're
the,
trying to get yourself
by,
cancelled.
by the government to make sure that we regulate our interactions. So, and I feel like we should always go through those right channels. We should always go through those because at the end of the day, it could turn out that some people are even innocent,
Yeah.
Right.
but they will probably never recover from there was a case like that in Nigeria. Funny enough, I don't even think this guy was even a public figure.
Who's that?
I can't remember the guy's name. The guy actually committed suicide. That's
Ooh.
that's why where I
I
was
think the
going.
one that was falsely accused.
Yes, he was wrongly
of
accused
sexual
of sexual
harassment.
harassment,
Yeah.
and then he was cancelled and everything, and then
Yeah.
the guy committed suicide, and then later realized that the guy was actually even innocent, right? But you can't bring back that life. So that's why the government is there with all the
Resources
the
here.
I
resources
mean-
and the law enforcement to
I
make
see
sure that
what you mean.
due process is followed, right? Then you prosecute this case till the end and make sure that you are not trying to
Okay, we have
prosecute
someone on the line.
an innocent
Interesting.
person. I'll take this call now.
Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Hi, good morning, Victor. This is Augustine. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Augustine. That voice sounds familiar. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great. How are y'all doing?
We are doing well. This is a first-time caller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Augustine. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
said I should take this opportunity, first of all, to appreciate you all for the awesome job you're doing.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful thing. I wouldn't go ahead to talk again about the definition of cancel culture, but we should just all bear in mind this is a new trend. I don't know if I would say thanks to social media or unfortunately because of how the social media has become now. Do we think cancel culture is a good thing? I would say yes, no. It could be a good thing in the sense like it puts someone on track to know that what you did wasn't correct.
Right.
You have to rethink your thoughts, but that should not be like a permanent thing because we are all humans. We are liable to mistakes, and even those who stand strong for cancel culture, they are not better off. Maybe they are not public figures, but they may be even worse. So we always have to look for a situation where the society can think of investing how to get people back on track instead of sidelining them. Sidelining them doesn't mean they stop what they're doing, but investing on counseling, not cancel, but counseling someone could get back that person to have the right thoughts of how to approach things.
Word.
So that's just how I'm going to see
Wow.
the whole aspect of cancel culture, how it's infiltrated the society.
Right.
And people spend less time to get to the bottom of what is going on. They just go to a snapshot that is being posted on, I don't know, Facebook, on WhatsApp or whatever, and they join the trend without even knowing where it started. So that is just an
Wow.
unfortunate part of
That's That's a very cerebral response, and AY has been shaking his head and thumbing up here because that's the kind of you said it the way AY would, like it too. Well, thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us, for sharing your idea with us. So, from what you're saying, we get that someone's past mistakes should not define them forever. Is that correct?
That's very correct.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you for always listening. And we hope call in some more too, because it's great and awesome to hear you live on the radio, Mr. Augustine. Thank you, and do have a great, great, great day. Come on, one time for Mr. Augustine. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Have a good one.
Yeah, yeah. And I wanted to say something before we'll be going on a break soon. But I wanted to say that let's not forget that, as Mr. Augustine said, we're people and we're susceptible to mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to go to the religious aspect of it,
Pastor
we're all
Patrick.
born in sin.
Pastor
right?
Patrick,
And
speak to me,
so-
Pastor.
Anyways, let me just keep going.
Bro, you
Anyways,
can't hide it, bro.
And so when you do things, people are always going to say something.
Pastor.
And initially, all these, okay, we'll be going on a
Yes,
short
Pastor. We'll be going on a short break right now, and then keep listening. Boom.
Hello, my name is Hayden. Thank you for listening to Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you all too for always listening. Our amazing, amazing listeners. We are in the home stretch, the last stretch of Pitt Perspectives live on Awesome Radio Network. Pastor, you wanted to complete what you're trying to say, sir?
I don't know who he's referencing to, but he's looking in my direction, so I guess he's.
You can't run away.
Anyways, what I was saying is, when you do something, people are always going to say something, whether
Right.
it's negative or positive,
Right.
regardless of that.
Right.
And all these social media personalities that get cancelled, let's not forget that initially they had haters, people that hated them for no reason, or
Yeah.
that just hate because you have.
Even Jesus had
Habits. because
Exactly.
they're successful
And so
they are not.
yes, and so when a chance for a person to get cancelled comes on, their haters amplify it.
Yeah.
Not because the person is wrong as such, but just because their hate for them has always stood, and they've found a way to, they found a way to fuel that fire.
to me.
So they do that. So that's the aspect that I wanted to highlight. That
Yeah.
there's that section too, and we should be aware of that.
Thank you,
And
Pastor.
being cancelled should just be a way to reprimand people of their wrongdoings and not give their haters a chance to get glorified.
Yeah.
Glory,
and
glory.
and there are people who even just create social media accounts. They don't. They are faceless. They don't.
Trolls.
They are trolls. Yeah, that's the
Yes,
word. And
yeah.
then they just jump on those
Trends and
and just begin to bash people without knowing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they are real people, but they hide behind their keypads with fake accounts.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah, and they are just saying different things about people. And these people, some of them are not even successful in their life anyway. So
Wow.
they are
Wow.
just pained that some people, other people are successful and they are not, and
Wow.
they are venting their
Frustration.
their frustration on other people.
Yes,
but I
that's-
feel like we can do better as a people.
I mean,
like,
humans are always, we
Yeah.
come in different, it's a mixed bag. There are, we come in different shades and ideologies and perceptions and all that. So it's, I guess, a human thing. Yes, it's amazing, man. Now, dear listeners, you won't imagine how awesome it feels to sit in between two upcoming
great men.
aspiring pastors of not,
this guy
imagine
is always
repute.
calling us pastors.
But it's
He-
true
he-
now.
He did not complete his pastor training. He dropped out of.
Nah,
Funny
he's
enough,
trying to-
dropped out of
All right,
pastoring
so
school.
community
He wasn't-
events, upcoming events. Before Thunder will fire somebody.
Maybe we are going to be successful in the training.
Yeah,
But
you guys are successful
He
already.
dropped out. He could not finish. the
Well,
training.
don't believe a word he says.
Oh, but we want them to believe your own.
But
Community events.
yes, tonight ECU football. Yes, first home game tonight versus Campbell at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. I think the gates open by 4 p.m. and then kickoff is 6 p.m. So there's going to be increased traffic, a lot of buzz around town. So beat Campbell ECU. Let's go Pirates. Yes,
go
and
Pirates.
you know, we brought it earlier on. Greenville Museum of Art Fashion on Display event is on September 11, 5:30 to 8 p.m. It's actually a good opportunity for a date night. We'll be there actually, because yeah, we are one of the media partners of the Greenville Museum of Arts Fashion on Display events. So it's a good opportunity, to come out to an evening of, community and culture and fashion all on display. There'll be complimentary bites, an open bar, runway walk show. There'll be vendors too, so don't miss out.
I'm actually honestly looking forward to it. Like, not promoting, I'm just honestly looking forward to it because I've never been to a fashion show. So
Right.
I think it'll be
It's a good
interesting.
opportunity for a date night too,
Yeah.
you
Eh? Okay.
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
your
We
hands.
also have.
You can
Oh,
bring
it
your
is?
hands.
Yes, please.
We also have Emerge Gallery's squash show on display through September 25th.
Yes, and then the candidates forum.
Forums,
Yes.
across Pitt County,
Yep.
and it's starting on September 30. And I think it's being hosted by Awesome Radio.
Yes,
yeah.
Awesome Radio will be there
Yes,
actually.
Awesome
I'm
Radio.
moderating. Yeah, come on, one time for Awesome. Yes, I'm looking forward to that too, because I'll be moderating some of the sessions. So there is Bethel, Aden, Grifton, Fountain, Greenville, obviously, Winterville. Basically trying to have community folks come out and talk to their candidates. So elections local elections are very, very important. So if you are able to vote, if you are a good member of the community, you're welcome to attend. There will be more information about that. Yes, guys.
And so before we're about to wrap up, but before we do that, I just wanted to just bring
Thank your
together
family.
everything that
Okay.
we've been saying all the while about how it's important to give people the room to grow. Like Victor mentioned that
Yes.
we are humans, and some of our callers also mentioned that we're humans and we're susceptible to make mistakes.
Yes.
And in as much as it's important to be careful, whatever it is you're doing, make sure that you're in your best behavior. But people make mistakes too, and it's always good to give them that grace to change their ways, and do better as a person. So I feel like we should keep that in our mind.
Yes, as we wrap up today, here is a thought for the week. Accountability isn't about canceling someone's future. It's about giving people the chance to grow beyond their mistakes.
Yes.
Let's be a community that seeks both truth and grace.
Amen, Pastor.
So if you're listening and you need a babysitter or a pet sitter or just an adult woman to help you around the house, I'm nominating this braided head. I'm
Nice
tired.
one,
I'm
nice
genuinely
one, nice
tired of you guys. Yes, let's be a community that seeks both truth and grace. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Saturday on Pitt Perspectives. You guys have anything to say to our listeners, pastors?
I just wanted to say that after you said grow beyond their mistakes, I said yes, Pastor, and then you said something even more deeper about truth and grace. Hallelujah to that.
You see, he's the pastor. It's coming out. It's coming out. Yes.
Nice one.
Yes, it's coming out.
This is amazing.
Yes, it's coming out.
Thank you guys for joining us. It's always amazing to have you on.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling in,
We'll
and
see
we
you
love
next
you all.
week.
And we'll see you
Don't
next
touch the dial on
Yeah.
Pitt Perspectives.
week.
On
Spectacular
Awesome
signing
Radio.
out. No.